This is the retro 90s PC made by Fantasy. It's entirely brick built.
Let's crack it open.
So we just finished building it, and I gotta say, it was a ton of fun.
Oh, absolutely. It's got a very different style of instructions, and every single bag didn't have a single extra piece in it.
One thing I noticed right away is that almost everything is printed. We put on like what, 2 different stickers?
I think it was only 2.
But you can see on the keypad and stuff, everything is printed. It's absolutely ridiculous. Something you don't always see in competitors of this kind of company.
And the prints are fantastic. They're very detail oriented. Some of them are smaller text, and it's very clear, it's very crisp.
There's also 4 or 5 different play features that I'd like to really showcase. So should we start with the biggest one first, which is the screen?
Of course. The screen has 3 different configurations it can be. First off, you have this section up here, which pops out, where you can take this little almost piece of cardstock, and it's actually got 2 sides, a home screen and a boot screen. And then the coolest one of all is this Minesweeper feature, which actually is interactive to a degree, because you see it's at its normal state, and then when you press it in, it switches to the new discovered form.
Back in the 90s, this was as good as video games got. I think it's kind of funny to see it here.
Moving on to the next play feature of the computer, we actually have this fan drive that when you press on the eject switch will push out, and you can pull this little CD slot out, and it even is this completely clear CD disc. So theoretically, you could put different ones in, and you could even pretend like you're watching a movie or playing a video game or something like that.
Back in the day, this was great technology. Of course, it beats the floppy disk. It's so weird to see it here now.
And do you want to talk about the other play feature?
Yeah, we also got another little play feature. If you push this in, you can see there's a floppy disk here. Now, this looks really nice. I do have a problem, which this isn't a print. It's a sticker going over multiple pieces. But overall, so far, it stayed there. And I guess if you're not going to rebuild it, it doesn't really matter. So let's just stick it back in.
Again, just like we mentioned before, we have this amazing keyboard, and you'll notice that all of these are printed tiles and even like cheese slopes and double cheese slopes.
Before we move to the back of this model, which is almost as good as the front, I do want to showcase this awesome mouse that we got, which of course has the cord connected, and this beautiful mouse pad, which would work as an actual mouse pad. I think it's really funny. And of course, we got this amazing virus on the front of it.
So on the back here, it's actually very impressive and almost realistic, because we've got an HDMI cord here that connects the monitor, which is an absolute unit, I'd like to mention.
Now let's take this apart and look at the inside, because they have tons of details in there.
All right, so we've got these awesome, just various components. The really cool one is this circuit board. There are 2 circuit boards in here. One's removable, one's not. And again, there's these serial numbers, there's different capacitors, as well as just electrical components, and it's just very clean looking.
Yeah, there's tons of cool little wires that are connecting. All these blue and red pieces work really well. And overall, it's just a beast of a unit, and I'd love to see such a good looking model. Fantasy makes some amazing brick build sets, and they're all on their website, which you should definitely check out.
And when you do find a set that you like, you can actually use our discount code, which will be on the screen here, as well as in the description.